Hello and welcome to Vienna Central Station. I was so impressed by this transport hub that I just had to make this film. I'd like to take you on a short walk through the underground routes between the train, tram and metro platforms and show you how complex and convenient this whole facility is. We start our journey at Stephansplatz, Vienna's central square, where we head for the underground station. And right here is an interesting detail. The entrance to the underground, including escalators and stairs, is not covered to preserve the streetscape. After a short journey on the U1 underground line, we get off at Südtirolerplatz station, also called Hauptbahnhof, which is about 20 meters below Favoritenstraße. Its construction can be described as a triple-vault station with separate tubes for the tracks and platforms for each direction, and a third tube for passengers connecting platforms for both directions. Trains run here with a frequency of 2 or 3 minutes in the peak hours. We take the escalator to get from level -3 to -2, while on the right there is a lift that can take us also directly to level -1, the level of the passage under the street. Note that access to underground stations in Vienna is not restricted by gates, but the zone where the ticket is required is clearly marked. The penalty fare for traveling without a ticket is quite high and costs 105 euros. We continue walking and pass the exit to the tram stop in the direction of Eisenstraße on the right. We will look there in a moment. At this point we pass under the tracks of the tram line located in the tunnel at level -1 and reach another pedestrian crossing point with a landmark, the McDonald's restaurant. On the left is the entrance into platform of the suburban commuter rail, so-called S-Bahn, also located on level -1. Unfortunately, in all our confusion and bewilderment, we did not manage to get there. Let us instead walk towards the underground tram stop. This section of the pre-metro is in operation since 1959. There were plans to turn this route into a full metro line, but these were never implemented. The tracks in the tunnel are equipped with an occupation control system and divided by block signals, as on the railway track. On the right you can see the entrance to the tram tunnel, but on the left you can no longer see the exit. This is because it's almost 2 kilometers away at Eisenstraße station. This section of the pre-metro comprises 6 underground stops and, including the side branch, has a total length of 3.4 kilometers. Let's return to the main tunnel. We pass under the main line of the S-Bahn called Stammstrecke, which connects Meidling and Floridsdorf. This route is used by 250,000 passengers a day and around 700 trains, making it the busiest local transport route in Austria. In the coming years, by 2027, it is planned to equip the line with ETCS level 2, which will shorten the minimum headway to even 2.5 minutes. We reach the main station building still at -2 level. The current through station was built on the site of 2 former terminus stations, Südbahnhof and Ostbahnhof, which were at right angles to one another. The main construction works for the modernization of the track layout and the construction of the station facilities took place between 2010 and 2015. It's noteworthy that all passenger spaces, halls and corridors here have been seamlessly combined with the retail areas, which cover a total area of 20,000 square meters. It is common that such facilities are designed as connected but still separate two parts, a shopping mall and a station building. The station building, unfortunately, is usually characterized by much poorer maintenance, cleanliness, problems with people experiencing homelessness. Here, there is no visible boundary between the shopping mall and the passenger spaces. One of the designer's aim was to avoid cramped, dark alleys that would create potentially dangerous spaces and which existed in the old station building. In my opinion, this objective has been fully achieved. We reach the main hall of the station located at the level of the surrounding area. To the right are the walkways to the platforms located on level +1, while we are heading towards the exit of the station building in the direction of the Belvedere district. We now pass the ÖBB lounge located on the first floor, where holders of primarily first-class tickets can wait for their train in comfort and enjoy free drinks and snacks. The station itself covers an area of about 50 hectares, and around the station, in place of the demolished tracks, new buildings have been constructed on a total area of 59 hectares. The wide street ahead allows you to cross to the south side of the railway tracks, where are taxi parking areas and a kiss and ride zone available for private vehicles. We take one last look at the impressive modern architecture and return to the station. Walking along, we pass the entrances to the 5 island platforms with 10 passing tracks, from which trains depart in all domestic destinations, as well towards the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Italy, Switzerland and Germany. Let's take a look at the stairs to the platforms, where the quality of the finishing materials is particularly noteworthy. Serpentine slabs on the stairs and black glass walls of the staircases correspond to a standard known rather from the high-class office buildings. On the platform we raise our heads and look at its cover, which has a zigzag pattern made up of segments that are arranged in a staggered formation. Large roof height and skylights create a friendly and architecturally interesting space. The tracks along the platforms are divided into 2 sections by signals, allowing 2 trains to stop at the same time, while a dynamic passenger information system reduces the risk of passengers making a mistake and boarding the wrong train. And although it would be difficult for us after this short visit to the Austrian capital to point out the shortcomings of the station, there are also critical voices in the public discussion. The facility has been criticized for prioritizing commerce over transportation. It is pointed out that the metro station is almost 450 meters away, which is too far, and that the railway station capacity cannot be significantly increased in the future. Nevertheless, we leave here very impressed and with a lot of inspiration. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for other videos from our overnight train journey to Vienna and Bratislava. Subscribe so you don't miss out. Goodbye!